What's up guys, First Hand Account here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about a new photo book that I recently picked up. I think photo books are an amazing way to get inspired and to find new work that will change your work and make you a better photographer or a better creative in whatever industry that you're in. I fall victim to this a bunch, but I'll just go on Instagram and just mindlessly scroll and go to feature pages and look at, you know, the pictures that have the most likes and the most shares and that kind of stuff. And if you look at that kind of stuff too often for too long, it will start to shape your work in a negative way, and you'll kind of lose your own voice because you'll be trying to copy other people's style and trying to make some work that looks like someone else's and isn't from your heart and isn't something that you came up with in your own head. So I recently picked up a photo book by Brad Zeller and Alec Soth. It is called Georgia, and basically the story behind this book or newspaper or manuscript or whatever you want to call it is pretty unique as well. This is another reason why I think that photo books and fine art photography projects are something that you should continue to search for and look at. Alec Soth is a fine art photographer that lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota in the Twin Cities, and he does a bunch of work all over the world and all over the country, but does a lot of work in Minnesota as well. His work has been featured in the MoMA and the LACMA and more museums that I can even count. So he's an incredible artist and an incredible person as well. When I went to the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, I actually met Alec Soth, and he's an extremely kind person, really down to earth and grounded and just a real guy. So if you ever kind of see him out and about, if you're fortunate enough to run past him, then I would, you know, just stop and talk to him a little bit. He's just a really interesting person and a really nice person as well. So back in 2011, Alec Soth, for his 42nd birthday, asked his friend Brad Zeller, who is a really good writer that lives in Minnesota, and asked him if he would come to Georgia to basically do news photography and editorial, you know, copy for events that were happening in Georgia. So he wanted to make a mock newspaper. They made fake business cards as well, and they went around to places in Georgia, in rural Georgia, and took photos and made stories about what was happening in that town and stuff like that. This was completely for fun. Alec Soth didn't think that this would become, you know, a work of art or become something that was desirable or that, you know, work that people wanted to see. It was just something that he wanted to do for fun, because personal projects when you're a photographer are some of the most fun things that you'll do, where you just think of an idea and there's not really an end goal, but you just kind of are experimenting and seeing what happens and just seeing if it works. So when they went to Georgia, it did work, and a lot of people were really receptive to what they were doing, and because of, you know, how legit their work is, nobody questioned that it was an actual publication or an actual newspaper. So they did a bunch of stories and different photo series and, you know, editorials and things like that about different aspects of the town, different people, events that were happening or had happened in the town. And it's just an incredible concept to me that a fine art photographer had the idea to basically pose as a newspaper photographer and make a fake newspaper, and then just pick a random town and go there and explore and start, you know, documenting what was happening in the events and the people. And yeah, it's just a really cool concept that I think, you know, is kind of an out of the box idea, and I'm constantly looking for ways to inspire myself when it comes to photography and try to find something that I can say in the photography world that hasn't been said before, because the amount of pictures that are out there and the amount of people that are sharing artwork and stuff like that, there is a lot of stuff that is said every single day. So to try to say something in a unique voice through your artwork is progressively more difficult as we, you know, keep going and as more and more people get interested about photography and about art and about creating things as well. So today I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, this photo book. It's an incredible book that I really highly recommend. The photos are really beautiful. It's all shot in black and white, and Alec Soth has this way of storytelling that it feels just as much like a fine art image as it does like a documentary photograph that you'd see in a newspaper. It's like the top newspaper photography, if that were a category that could be judged type thing. I think he creates really artistic documentary photographs that are, you know, really emotion evoking and really interesting. So yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. I'm going to be picking up more photo books by Alec Soth and more photo books in general. So leave a comment down below of any photo books that you guys recommend. I have not bought a lot of them in my lifetime, but I've looked at a lot of them in libraries and stuff like that. It's just, as you guys know, it's hard to find the money to drop on a photo book, especially a really high quality one, just because the price is so high. So let me know if you guys like this kind of video and you want to see more of this kind of stuff. If you're not subscribed already, please hit subscribe. Please like this video and share it, as you guys always know. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.